It's a harsh, cold reality that can really mess you up if you are not in tune with who you are. If you haven't had a good foundation, it will send you down the wrong path. It can destroy you. And so I want to tell someone out there today, this is something that's coming to you. This is not something I'm speaking on you. This is the way of life. Death is a part of life. So if you have not already experienced it, it's coming in one form or the other. And even for yourself, it's coming. There's no way around it. What do they say? Taxes and death? Those are the only two certain things. How are you preparing your heart for your own demise? How are you preparing your family? Are you loving the people that you have around you? Or are you taking them for granted? Because one day you will wake up and you will see that sunrise and you will hear those birds chirping and you will see people going on about their lives and you will say, how is the world still turning without my loved one here? And it will pain you and it will bend you over in pain. And you will hear these very words. I treasure books like this. My mom's own book that she actually wrote that says it's all about God and nothing in between. She wrote this book. I treasure it. And those are the things that you learn in the grieving process. You learn to hold on to the memories. Don't let your loved ones, whether it's your husband, your daughter, your son, your wife, your mother, your father, your close friend, whoever you've lost out there, I'm talking to you. Don't let their death be the cause of your depression, your isolation, your heartache, your bitterness, your anger. You want to honor their memory. And the way you honor someone's memory is to do good things and let love flow. Because in the end, the only thing we take with us is love. Nothing else. All the cars, the fancy house, the bank account, the 2 or 3 or 4 college degrees that you may have, anything materialistic in this world that you think is worth something, in the face of you dying, you don't take it with you. But the passionate and loving relationships that you formed, the times when you were able to reach out to someone else who's hurting and show them love, those are the things that are eternal and you take them with you. So why not work in this world while we're here on this planet? Why not work to make more of those experiences so that all we take with us is love? And so my mom left a legacy. And as long as I live, as long as I breathe, as long as God lends me his breath, I will honor her legacy. I will move as she taught me to move. I listen. She's with me every day. I know that now. It took me some time to really believe it, but I know it now. I hear her even when I'm shopping in the grocery store. You don't need that. Girl, you don't need that. Put that down. When I'm shopping for clothes, that's not gonna look good on you. Or, ooh, that's a bad suit. That's the one you need to get. She's everywhere with me. And that's not just, don't let people make you feel that that's just trying to make yourself feel better. No, energy never dies. The essence of who we are never dies. The flesh may die, the body may wear out. But where does your psyche go? Where does that energy that is in you that makes you you, where does it go? You have to ask yourself. It still exists. So embrace that energy. Let it continue to talk to you. And remember the good times. Hold on to them. They're a healing balm. Remember what your loved one taught you. Remember the life lessons. Remember the fun things that you did. And don't let their name be attached to your grief and your sorrow and your don't let their death. You will dishonor them so much by allowing the fact that they died or transitioned, because that's all it is. It's a transition from one form to another, just another form. But if you allow what has happened to them to literally destroy you and destroy your life on this earth, so that you're no good for anybody, no good for yourself, no good for anybody. You're just here. You hate everything. You're strung out on drugs because you couldn't handle it. You've turned into an alcoholic because you couldn't handle the pain of the grief. If you become that because of your loved one's death, what are you saying about their legacy? If you become depressed and so messed up behind a loved one's death, that is most tragic than the death itself. But if you can take that loved one's death and become something beautiful from it, let it make you beautiful, then you have honored that person. Because what you will then begin to do is to spread that beauty all throughout the world. And that's ultimately the only reason we're here. Don't have all of these grandiose ideas about yourself. Don't let your ego push you up there like you're all of this and I'm here to do this and I'm going to change the world. The only thing we're all here to do, whether you have a title or not a title, whether you have a degree or a non-degree, whether you work at a factory or you're an office executive or a doctor or a lawyer, don't let ego mess you up. You are here to love. And it is as simple yet complex as that. Because when you die, all you're going to take with you is love. So I wanted to come on here. And, I know this is a long video, guys, and I still haven't said everything I wanted to say. But I had purposed in my heart after my mom passed, and it's been a year, so you can see I just never was ready to get in front of the camera and talk about it in depth. And I still have a lot that I just want to say, but it doesn't come to me all at once. It's so much. But I wanted to reach out to those hurting today. I wanted to give you some semblance of peace in your spirit. I wanted to give you some hope. I wanted to give you something to look forward to. You will smile again. Look at me. If nothing else, look at me. I lost my best friend, aside from my husband, who I thank God for every day. My mother was my best friend. And I lost her here on this earth. Yet I sit here in front of this camera wearing a smile. I go to her church that she pastored Sunday after Sunday, standing as the woman she taught me to be. Standing by my husband's side, who's now the pastor in her stead, because that's who she taught me to be. Let me be an example. When you lose that loved one, if you've lost that loved one, look at me. I shouldn't be able to be here as close as me and my mother were, I should be totally incapacitated. And that's not even exaggerating. Everybody knows how close we were. But yet I'm here because there is a mandate on my life because of what I've been through to tell you, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna make it, baby. This will not destroy you. You will smile again. You will love again. You will feel joy again. You will travel. You will have fun, and you won't feel guilty about it. You're gonna cry. Yes, you're gonna cry. It's okay. You're gonna hurt. You're still gonna have questions. You're gonna fall down and crumble down like that baby. You're gonna feel like an orphan. You're gonna feel alone, but you're not gonna stay down there. You're gonna rise because that's who you are. You're gonna honor your loved one's legacy by getting up and living life until your time comes. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. And if I can tell you that, please trust me. You're gonna find strength to do what you thought you couldn't do. I played music alongside my mom in her ministry for all of the 30 some, almost 40 years that she was in the ministry. I was a keyboard player traveling the country with her. After she passed in 2016, I lost my inspiration to ever play music again, to ever sing. I didn't want to do any of that. But when I began to get in touch with that higher, universal God of love, love started pouring back into my spirit, and I began to desire to sing again. Music found its way back into my heart. And music will find its way back into yours. Trust the process. Grief is normal. Trust the process, but don't let it destroy you. I have my mother's shoes, her sneakers that she liked to exercise and go for walks in. And sometimes I can hear her say, "Let's go for a walk today. Put my shoes on, let's go for a walk." I have pieces of her jewelry, items of her clothing. All of those things make me feel close to her, but they're just things. So whatever you have to do, you do that so that you can cope and come through this with a smile, come through this stronger and better than what you were, because I am a better woman than I was before 2016. I'm stronger. And I'm here to help someone else. You don't go through anything in this life for yourself. When you go through something traumatic and you just go through it and you don't talk about it, you don't help anybody else, then your life is in vain. But when you go through something and God brings you out of it, it becomes your duty at that point to help all of those who will come after you that will go through the same thing. I know there are people out there that probably just hate to hear this, but there's coming a time when you will lose your mother, or your father or your loved one. It's just the way things are. I don't know why. I can't explain why. I wish it were different. I never thought that I'd lose my mother. Although in the back of my mind, I remember being in high school and saying, oh my God, what will I ever do if I ever lost my mom? I would die. And look at me, all living and stuff. And so will you. You'll live. You'll make it. Because my mother would have it no other way. She would be so mad at me if I just sank into oblivion, if I just allowed this to make me a hermit, just destroyed. She would be mad. She would be so upset. That's not who she raised me to be. And your loved one, that's not who they want you to be. They don't want you to be destroyed behind this. They're in a place that you cannot even imagine. Your earthly mind cannot even wrap around where they are, the existence and the realm that they're in now. They're fine. They're okay. You have to be okay, because there are others coming after us. Yes, we've joined the club that no one wants to join, the club that don't have parents, or don't have a mother, or don't have a father, or don't have a husband, or don't widows or widowers, or mothers who've lost children. Yes, those are all clubs that we never want to be a part of. But you better believe that if you are a part of that club of losing someone you love, you have a duty now. You ask yourself, what is my life's mission? Oh, I don't know. Maybe to help someone understand how to cope with losing someone you love? How about start there? You are not purposeless in this world. So now when I see people that lose their parents, I immediately want to rush to their rescue and talk to them, because it's my duty now. It's a task that I never wanted, but I have. And I know that Ella B. Roberts would be proud of her girl. She would be proud of all 5 of her children, her son, how he keeps up with us and checks her oldest child, my brother. He checks on us. He keeps up with us. Her girls, Brianna, Susie, Nikki. Her grandchildren, Price, Rebecca, Destiny. Her sons-in-laws. She's proud of us all of her church members, all the people that she groomed and put into them the spirit of love and giving and power. She would expect nothing else. So I will let nothing drag me down. I will let no one drag me down. I will let no entity come against me doing the will of my Father in heaven, because she didn't let anything stop her, regardless to what was going on in her life. God was first and foremost. I won't let hate abide in my heart, or unforgiveness, because she showed me by precept and example. So I guess I'm going to end this video. I have so much more to say, but I don't even know if YouTube or anywhere else would upload a video for as long as I could talk about my mother and talk about the things that I've learned. So I'm just going to cut it short and maybe make a part 2. But just hold on to the ones you love them, and enjoy life. And never let a bad situation destroy you. You are more powerful than that. You're going to come out of it fine. Find something, channel your energy. After my mom passed, my sisters and I, my brother, we traveled. We just went traveling crazy. Number one, because my mom taught us how to travel. She taught us to go, see the world, do things. So we went headlong into traveling and planning activities for ourselves and planning fun things for our family. That really, really helped me out a lot, because had I stayed home, I just would have been in the bed. I would have sank into my mattress probably from depression and missing her. But the more that we went and did fun things, and we're still planning fun things for our family, it just makes me feel like she's just smiling and she's right there with us. So make yourself active. You probably think you're not going to be able to be, but you will. Do it in their honor. Let it be a trip that you're taking in their honor. And don't feel guilty about being happy and laughing and smiling. So this is what I wanted to give you today. I love you guys, and God loves you, whether you believe or not. You're breathing right now, the breath that God has given you, and He loves you. And whether you will ever acknowledge it, He will give you the strength to get through anything tough. And you will look in the mirror one day and be shocked at just how tough you have been. If anyone wants to talk with me and you lost your mother, and you want to talk, leave me a comment down in the comment section, or inbox me, or send me a private message, and I will be glad to talk with you. Share some information, some literature about grief. I will be happy to just hear you, because sometimes all you need is a listening ear, and from someone who understands, because a lot of people will tell you a lot of things and they haven't been there. But when you can see someone who's actually been exactly where you are talk to you, it's very impactful and it's very helpful. So if you need me, I am here. I'm here for you, because that is now my life's work, to take the pain that I have and let it minister to you. So I love you guys, and I hope this video has helped someone and touched someone. Like I said, there's so much more, and I'm probably going to do a part 2 about dealing with grief, because hey, I'm still in the process. It's only a year, and it will probably be 20 years down the road. I'll still be in the process, because I miss and love my mother so much. But I've grown, and as I grow, I want to take you along with me. I love you. Thanks for watching.